Hey guys, Eric Floberg here again with another tutorial, but before we get into it, gotta do a word from my sponsor.
Together Journal celebrates creative and authentic real weddings, celebrations, and love from all over the world. Alongside our real weddings, we feature
Just kidding, I don't have any sponsors. All right, today we're gonna talk about how to make interesting portraits with a tilt-shift lens. Now, I use a tilt-shift lens a lot in my portraiture, and the reason I do this is because it acts differently than most other lenses. Now, a tilt-shift lens has two main functions, tilting and shifting. Now, the shift function is mostly used for architectural photography, which I'm not really gonna get into much today. When you photograph buildings, architecture, there's a falling away effect. A falling away effect. When you use the shift function on the tilt shift, it straightens the building right up and down. I rarely use it for this purpose because most of the time I'm photographing people. Are my hands still good? So good. So well. Onto the tilt function. You might have seen what this can do. I use it in three specific ways. First, if you have two subjects, you can place subjects at different distances from the camera and still get both of their faces in focus. Second, you can make cities and landscapes look very small. Now, the reason for this one is because it makes it look as if you're photographing a toy set or a play set with a normal lens. And finally, for the purpose of blurring something on top or bottom of a subject. Now, that last one is what I want to focus on, so here are some examples. Now, to explain how this works, I'm gonna need a model. So, my buddy Bean is gonna help us out. Hey, Bean. All right, let's go.
A typical portrait with a typical lens will render a vertical plane of focus. But when tilting a tilt-shift lens, all you have to do is turn this knob on the side to rotate it up, and you'll see that the vertical plane of focus then gets skewed and turns diagonal. Now, bonus tip, if you hit the little metal piece on the side and rotate the lens, you can skew it in any direction.
Now, this lens forces me to be creative, to create interesting portraits and portraits that I love and I'm proud of, and it's been well worth the investment. Now, a lot of people will be like, don't buy a tilt-shift lens because you can fake it in Photoshop. If you have the lens in your bag or it's on your camera, it's gonna force you to be creative in the moment. I hope you found that helpful. If you wanna follow some more of my work on another platform, I'm at eric.floberg on Instagram, and you can find my website in the description below. And subscribe, because you know you want to. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to lean into what makes you different. Peace. Like that move? Subscribe. Do it. You know you want to.